Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Shifts past him at the 45. And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Cardinals had 8-3 now, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hey, kill. 11. Here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
30 left. Hey, I'm gun.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hurry.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
All right, boys, here we go.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 30. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Lawrence. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11, 13, Lou. Here we go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bryan Edwards with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Jakeem Grant. He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Cardinals 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll have good field position celebration here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 22 here, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give up the middle to Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First down now, but that clock rolling. In motion left, the tight end. Akers is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and a couple. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
Boy, they're down only one score. It's still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals 17.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
17. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hey, run.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw completes in mid-ground. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Lawrence. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
So when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Lawrence will throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. They go with McCaffrey. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second and 6, just inside the 30. give. Akers running left. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to This offense so far on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 176 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Zebra! 59!
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Stafford. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up. It's certainly not an easy one on 4th and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to put push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Let's go. Great job.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 17. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. Prater's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4-0. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Boy, shifts past him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially discuss.